Hi, Dr. Broome. My name is Nashka Sam, and I help dentists grow their practice, specifically cosmetic dentists. I spoke with one of your receptionists today, and let's see who I spoke with. I spoke with Julie, the office manager, and she said that you guys wouldn't be interested in growing using my methods. So what I wanted to quickly do was just send over a quick video. I understand you guys get a lot of solicitations every day, so let me just kind of show you a little bit about what makes me different and kind of my thought process towards a few things. So everything starts with understanding your keyword research, where you rank, how much traffic you get to your website, and then how much your website converts. That's a standard conversion funnel. So I quickly just took a couple keywords here. You can see the various keywords. Invisalign has quite a bit of search volume, and then a reasonable amount of search volume for cosmetic dentistry and Charlotte cosmetic dentistry, etc. Then what we did is we ran a ranking report. You can see cosmetic dentistry. So cosmetic dentist Charlotte number 4, cosmetic dentistry number 4. So pretty good. Here's a screenshot of that. You can see that there are 3 people ahead of you on the maps, and then you guys actually come up first there, and then second here with the rich snippet. So that's really, really good that you guys are coming up here. If you're wondering why you're not coming up on the map, the number one reason is probably related to the number of reviews you have. Even though this guy has 13, it also depends where the server was pinging this search when we ran the keyword or the ranking report. But as a general rule, we can tell you that you definitely need to see some more reviews. If you go to your Google Plus page, you can see you only have 15 reviews. You need to get that up a lot higher. So if you're interested in learning how we can help you get some more reviews and optimize your Google Plus page, make sure you respond back to me here. The next thing we want to look at is your actual website. So the first thing I'll say is, for a top cosmetic dentist in Charlotte, your website doesn't look modern enough, and it looks a little bit dated. I'm not sure when you purchased this website, but I personally think it is time for a bit of an upgrade. Let's go through some of your actual website. The one thing I will say, the general feedback I have, is that there's just a little bit too much paragraph text. I don't think you break the text up well enough to make it easy on the eye. So let's quickly take a look at your services. By the way, as a dental marketer, I can already tell that you're a very, very good dentist because of the digital dentistry that you invest in, as well as total health dentistry and advanced perio techniques. Obviously, those are the types of services that someone at the top of their field are utilizing. And to have a website that isn't as modern as the technology and techniques that you use kind of says something to your prospective customers. So even a dentist who is not as talented as you would probably be perceived to be better than you just by some of the way they present information, etc. Let's take a look at Smile Makeover, because that's hopefully a big service. So as you can see right here, big paragraph of information. People are lazy. If you can break down what people read, that's ideal. I like that you have a video here. That's helpful. I would focus on bigger ticket items. So for example, you start off with teeth whitening. I would put teeth whitening down at the bottom, and I would put porcelain veneers up at the top. Obviously, and then as an Invisalign as well. As you can see, you have a page for Invisalign. And yet when someone comes down here, there should be a button which says like learn more about Invisalign, or even a call to action which says request a free consultation. And this is very paragraphy. I would encourage you to read the engagement time. Go through your Google Analytics and read the engagement time on the various pages, and then time yourself. Go through the page, time yourself, see how long it takes you to read, and see what information you actually pick up. I think I would put a pretty good chunk of change on a bet that people are not spending the time to read this full thing, which means that it's your responsibility to effectively communicate what messages you want people to take away from this. So the rule of thumb I always use is, if you had one message to tell someone and you only had 7 seconds to communicate that message with someone, what would that message be, and how would you communicate to them. Usually images, taglines, things of that nature are really helpful. Now, as you can see, another problem with your website is that you focus on what something is, not why they should choose you. So for example, this text on the Invisalign page could probably more or less be copied verbatim for one of your competitors, because it just tells people what Invisalign is instead of why they should choose you. So I would try to think of how many cases you have, if you're a preferred provider, if you have a 98 or 90% happiness rate from patients who have had Invisalign. I would show some before and after pictures on this page. Your goal is to show people that are interested in Invisalign why they should come and see you. And the next step of the purchase decision is usually a consultation. So I would give them all of the information they need, which is typically what makes you different from your competitors, and then I would have a call to action which encourages them to book a complimentary consultation. So that's just the Invisalign page. The other thing I would look at is trying to get some of this stuff. You've been featured on Fox, you've been featured on the radio. I would try to get some of those proof points up a little bit higher up, because there's a good chance that someone doesn't get all the way up to the top. And I'd also try to get some reviews up on your page. So those are just a couple small things that I can tell will help you. I hope you take some of that information back to your web team if you're happy. If you think you could be doing more, which I know you can be, I'd love for you to set up a call with me. Let me tell you a little bit more about what I'm trying to accomplish. I basically represent the marketing for the top dentists in a lot of Canadian cities, and we're moving into the States. We're looking to partner up with no more than 2 dentists in each market, and Charlotte is one of our best markets. One of the reasons Charlotte is our best market is because we use this conversion calculator here to determine how many new patients we can get businesses in different markets. And we focus on getting dentists, both general and cosmetic patients. We get you cosmetic and general patients in the short term using Google AdWords, and we get you both cosmetic and general patients in the long run using SEO. This strategy gives you an immediate return on investment because you're getting high value customers, Invisalign, veneers, etc. through the door right away. But then it also gives you the lifetime patients, which is going to ensure the longevity of your clinic for years to come. Based on the keyword research, we can take a look at the average bid prices for various keywords. We can plug that into our formula here, and using the budget that we recommend for you, we can assess how many new patients you're going to get from the various services. When we plug that information into our formula with the various conversion factors, we can see that with a $5,000 per month budget, you are going to get 50 new cosmetic patients in the first year and 100 new general patients in the first year. In year 2, you're going to get 90 new cosmetic patients from the marketing we do, and then 197 general patients. Now, because you already have some good rankings and Google's indexing your site well, I expect these numbers to be a lot better. A big chunk of what we do is going to be to increase conversions on your website. Your short-term return on investment is going to be $7 back for every $1 invested, so that's within a year of purchasing this plan. The lifetime ROI, if you take the average value of a new patient at $10,000, will be about $36 to 1 return. I just want to show you the sample website that we're working off of. We would obviously brand this very much to your website, but this is just, for example, the porcelain veneers page. You can see how we focus on talking about why someone should choose porcelain veneers. So we focus on the why. We talk about what makes you different. So obviously we can change some of this stuff up to customize it more like your business. We focus on both emotional benefits as well as functional benefits. And then we can, for example, have case studies where we focus on telling a story. This is why, this is what sells right here. Why someone should come, how a smile makeover has changed this individual's life. Tell a story, show face before and after pictures to evoke more emotion and show more of a transformation. We can show some clinical cases too as well. Obviously, an obvious call to action, etc. And then see how the call to action is free cosmetic dentistry consultation as opposed to just a contact form. So we want to communicate that they can come in for free, learn more about us, etc. So this is just one page on this sample website I've made. I can go through this in more detail with you if you are interested. But at this time, my goal is just to set up phone calls. So we're going to be working with no more than 2 cosmetic dentists in Charlotte. You've certainly interested us. You're on our radar. And the next step would be for you to get in touch with me, book a 10 to 15 minute appointment, and I can go through that spreadsheet in a little bit more detail with you and show you, how we expect to get you more than 400 new patients in the next 2 years, which will be about $800,000 in revenue. The investment is $5,000 a month, but you're going to be seeing that money back pretty much right away with the strategy we have, because we're going to be getting a few more cosmetic cases through the door each month. So give me a call. My phone number is 1-888-611-2669. Name is Nash, 1-888-611-2669. And let's set up a phone call, discuss your growth goals, and see if we would make a good partnership together.